Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Foodie Buddies Life in Goa. Today we are here to witness a very unique one of a kind festival that happens in this beautiful village called Malkarnem, which is part of the Quepem Taluka in South Goa. The festival is part of the Shigmo celebrations and it happens during Holi. Specifically, it happens during the full moon night of the Hindu calendar month Falguna, and this year in 2025 it is happening on the 13th of March. And we arrived a bit early, so we were here by 8 or 9 o'clock, and we got to know that the celebrations actually start post 11 o'clock. Just then we were talking to some locals, and there was a very sweet kind man who we got to talking, and he actually invited us to his home for some dinner, and we were actually very hungry, so we are very excited to go to his place. And let me show you what we are going to eat, and after that please stick to the video because the video is going to be super visually stunning because the festival is a very unique festival here in Goa. And just like that, without a second thought, we hopped on our bike and followed him through the quiet village roads until we reached a small house surrounded by a beautiful garden. The family welcomed us so warmly, making us feel right at home. After chatting for a bit, it was time for what we were most excited about, the food. शेणीच्या व्हिडिओ काढपाक हय तें सांगलें तेंगा आतां कितें जेवण जेवया आनी येवया म्हणलें मागीर तुमी फ्री न्ही. They had made a simple but delicious Goan vegetarian meal. Mushroom curry, mung curry, tindli curry, and freshly made puris and papad with rice, pickle, and salad. Everything smelled so good, the flavors were just perfect. It was such a wholesome and comforting meal. With full stomachs and full hearts, we knew we were off to a great start. As we returned to the temple site, we took the time to explore and film the nearby temples where the Shenni Uzzo festival takes place. Mallikarjuna temple, Nagnath temple, and a shrine known as Zalmi. These places hold deep significance for the festival, and we could already feel the energy building up. Before the fire lights up the night, there's a lot of work that goes into getting things ready for Shenni Uzzo. To understand what goes into preparing for this fiery festival, we spoke to Shambhu.
माझे नाव शंभू भिकाराव गांवकर, रावता हांव मळकर्णे. आमी खुद्द ह्या गांवचेच. आमची जें पळय शिगम्याची आतां जात्रा जाता ती पयलीं आमची नमी साकून स्टार्ट जाता. आनी जे शिगम्याक हें आसता तें पयलीं जो पळय आमचो पुर्वज येयल्लो तेणी स्टार्ट केल्लें. केन्ना येयल्लो तो आमकां खबर ना. बट जे पळय आतां आमची शेणवी उज्याची हें जें पळय आतां पयलीं मांडार आमचे वर्सकार म्हणून आसा थंय पयलीं सत्री उलयता. सत्री म्हळ्यार तरंगां. आनी थंयच्यान अवसर बिवसर येवन मागीर आमकां कितें सांगपाचें तें सांगतात कशें हें करपाचें. थंयच्यान मागीर हांगा येता. मागीर तेज नंतर आमी होळी हाडपा वयता. आमची होळी 3 आसता. एक दलम्या होळी, एक मल्लिकार्जुनाची आनी एक नागनाथाची, नागनाथ देवस्थानाची. ह्यो 3 होळी थंयच्यान हाडटा. हांगा सगळ्याक 5 फेरे मारता. सगळे देवळा कडेन वयता. आनी तेज नंतर त्यो हांगा दवरून परत आमचे जे वांगडी आसा, वांगडी म्हळ्यार वर्सकार, गांवकार, गैरीकार आनी वेळीप हे 3 जाण आसता. ते पयलीं वर्सकार आसता तो पयलीं होळी उबारता, खाना मारता. तेज नंतर मागीर गांवकार मारता. तेज नंतर गैरीकार, मागीर वेळीप. मागीर ते देवळा फेरे मारले नंतर मागीर इतर आमचे भुरगे आहा ते मारता. खुद्द हितून भितर जे रयत म्हळ्यार पयलीं सावन गांवां आसा तांकां सुद्दां मारपाक हांगा अधिकार आसा.
And then it started. We heard the sound of drum beats in the distance. The moment it started, the locals knew exactly what was happening. They immediately rushed towards the action. So guys, the festival has just begun somewhere at 1 a.m. in the night, but we saw that there were a lot of people who started walking with the drums, and they were playing and they were energetically singing, but behind there were a lot more youth and young people who were actually carrying these 3 sets of areca palm logs, and then they took many rounds of the temple premises. At many points they also stopped. At many places they erected the temple palms all the way straight in a vertical manner, and then there was also a bit where some kids were trying to climb up the areca nut palms, and at some point they were also running around the entire areca nut palm. This palm, they are calling it madi, that is like the South Goan word for areca nuts, and later on we'll be saying what they'll be doing with all of the areca nut palms. Carrying these trunks around the temple is an important part of the tradition, symbolizing strength and devotion. As the festival unfolds, the trunks are tossed into the air and caught in a breathtaking display of coordination and power, all while a unique drum beat echoes through the night, adding to the intensity of the moment. Now they've all gathered under the temple shed, and the energy here is incredible. Everyone is singing and chanting Shabai along with other songs connected to Shigmotsav. The rhythm of the drums, the voices blending together, it's impossible not to get swept up in the moment. As the singing and dancing continue, we see men carrying massive areca nut trunks on their shoulders running around the temple. The trunks look extremely heavy, and I can't help but wonder how they manage to carry them alone. Some men take on a single trunk, while others somehow carry two. It's a true display of strength and devotion.
कशें आसा तेजी जरी वेट पळयली न्हू जवळ 50 किला वयर आसती
50 kg.
मायज आसतली आमच्यान सुद्दां ना पूण त्या वेळाचेर कितें आसा तुका ऑटोमॅटीक तें उबारून येता.
After all the singing and dancing, everyone moves to a nearby ground where a heap of cow dung cakes has already been brought. A fire is lit close by, and those participating in the ritual begin lighting their cow dung cakes. They then take a small twig of leaves and strike it against the burning cakes, creating sparks. And this is exactly how the festival gets its name. Shenni Uzzo. Shenni means cow dung, and Uzzo means fire. As the flames rise, the villagers, now bare chested, dance under the sparks, fully immersed in the tradition. Now I finally understand why, in the earlier scenes, the kids were pulling off each other's t shirts and throwing them onto the temple shed. At the time, it just seemed like playful chaos, but it turns out they were actually getting prepared for this ritual. According to the villagers, men are trained from a young age to take part in this ceremony. Those who participate follow a strict vegetarian diet before the event. As the ritual begins, they stand in rows, forming a passage for the villagers to walk through inside the Shenni Uzzo tunnel, a practice believed to cleanse them of negative energy.
शेणूज म्हळ्यार तो गुलाल पळय जाता कितें तो आमचो गुलाल जायना हांगा म्हळ्यार तो उजो घेता आमी उजो घेता आसतना तेजी हें कितें आसा मेन हेतू कितें आतां उजो तुमी पळयला आमी उज्यांतल्यान वयता कोणाक कांयच लागना एक जालें आनी तेतून नंतर तुजी जें पळय कितें आरोग्य म्हळ्यार जर समज तुका कितें रोग बी कितें आसला तें वयचें जर समज कितें तुजें वायट कितें आंगार आसा तें थंय त्या उज्यांतल्यान निवळ जावचें अशें म्हणून तें हें आसा आनी तुका तो गोबर जो पळय आसा उज्याचो गोबर आसा न्हू तो आतां तूं दवरल्या नंतर तूं सामको क्लीन जाता सामकें उज्यांतल्यान वचप म्हळ्यार हें आमचें जें कितें वायट आसा तें उज्यांतल्यान दवरपाचें अशी हें आसा तितून तर सगळ्या कोणाक वचों जाता.
As this intense dance comes to an end, the villagers prepare for the next major ritual, an annual tradition marking the arrival of Holi. Three areca nut tree trunks are buried in sacred locations. One near Mallikarjuna temple, another near Nagnath temple, and the third near Zalmi shrine. Before the ritual begins, the trunks are worshipped and the villagers offer their prayers. Then a symbolic fire of dry grass is lit at the base of the trunk. And as the flames die down, men from the village gather around to break coconuts at its base. The peak of the festival is reached when villagers attempt to climb the buried trunk while others throw burning coal at them. This act is believed to cleanse them of negative energy. Though the burning coal touches their skin, it doesn't harm them. It's said to burn away negativity, leaving them spiritually purified. And just like that, Shenni Uzzo sets this hidden corner of Goa ablaze with its fiery spirit, keeping alive the timeless traditions and unshakable energy of Malkarnem. Year after year, the fire of this festival continues to burn, keeping its heritage alive and burning bright.